is 9:07 here at WRMN AM 1410, WRMN Radio on YouTube, and it is that time of the month. It's Cherie's Senior Showcase time here on the program, and we have a lot to talk about today because it's Christmas time, and there are a lot of Christmas scams, and we have Cherie Ashenbrenner to bring in her favorite guest, maybe.
Yep.
Favorite guest.
Favorite.
It's Steve Burness, who is here with the Chicago and Northern Illinois Better Business Bureau to join us to talk about all the scam information here today in the Christmas season. So welcome to December.
Yeah, and Steve was nice enough. He had a big Christmas party last week for the Better Business Bureau, and he invited me.
Yeah?
But I told him that I didn't drive past Schaumburg, so I didn't go.
You don't go east. You're like me.
I don't go past Woodfield. So I said I'd like to go, but I can't. I don't know how to get there. So he was telling me how much fun they had and what I missed.
But cold day though.
Yeah, it was. So we'll get started with him in a few seconds. I just want to go over a couple things as I always do in the beginning of the show. I want to make sure that if you want to get on my senior email list, you should, because, and if you are, tell your friends, because it's got a lot of good information I share, your senior community events, city scam alerts, senior radio show, triad events, just anything seniors need to know. It costs you nothing. So if you want to get on, just call me at 847-289-2626, and I'll put you on. Your name and your email address, or you can email me. But it's too long to share, so we'll just call me, 289-2626.
How many people are on your list now?
About 1,850.
1,850.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Elgin Township Triad, we're taking a little hiatus now. I mean, we had our Christmas party this month, and then just for the Triad members. And then January, we'll have just a meeting. Then we're back to business in February. So February 20th, we're going to meet at the Elgin Township Building, 729 South McLean Boulevard. We got two speakers that day. At 10 o'clock, we're going to talk about long-term care insurance. Is it worth it? Because I have a lot of seniors asking me about it and the pros and the cons. And once you turn 70, you can't even buy long-term care insurance. So then what are your other options? So we have someone coming to speak about that. Actually, it's going to be Julianne from Medicare Made ABCD Easy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, she's going to speak on that.
Good.
11 o'clock, the hidden costs of aging, the important conversation you need to have about care and housing expenses as we age. So Ray Erkley from Edward Jones is going to come and speak. And then, of course, you're going to get free lunch from Cafe Roma. So we won't take RSVPs yet. We're going to start probably January 2nd.
Okay.
Because it's just right now, with Christmas and everything. So let's just start January 2nd. I'll be talking about it again next month.
People have to clear some other things off their calendar before they can add new things.
Can't even think about February 20th.
No.
Yeah, and then, of course, the radio show is always the third Tuesday of every month at 9 o'clock here, and Steve's my guest today, and I'm working on my guest for next month already. Normally, this is not like me, because I usually like to, have it all scheduled out.
I know.
I'm waiting on Sherman Hospital. That's the problem. They are going to looking to get me a cardiologist. So if he can do it in January, that's who's going to I'll book him. Otherwise, I'll work him in somewhere some month next year. But I'll be back to let you know what's going on. I'll send it out. Elgin Area Memory Cafe, we had 56 again this month.
Nice turnout.
It's insane. It is really insane. Yep. It's always the second Tuesday of every month. We hosted at the South Elgin Public Works Building at 4 o'clock to 5:30. And a nice speaker from A. Jobson's and Sam Epps. She came out and spoke. Next month, just keep it in mind, it's the second Tuesday in January at 4 o'clock. We have someone going to come and speak about some nutrition and how important it is when people have dementia, what they need to eat. So she'll come, and we're also going to give you a cookie from a recipe that she wrote. She wrote a book. So we're going to give you a cookie that she said that these are good for you.
They're healthy cookies.
Yeah, really good for people with dementia. So we are actually going to get those made and let everybody have a taste.
All right.
Okay.
Of a healthy cookie.
Yep.
And I'm sure it tastes good, too.
I don't think there's a bad cookie, is there?
Nah.
So I got some others, but we're going to wait till the end and see if we have time, because we have so much to talk about today because of the scams. I just had a lady yesterday who called me and said that she got a call from Blue Cross Blue Shield on her phone. And she said it said Blue Cross Blue Shield. It came up on the caller ID. I said, you know that doesn't mean a thing, because they can spoof that. We've talked about that 100 times. And she goes, well, they just wanted my date of birth. I said, why? Well, they were just, that's all they needed. They just wanted to confirm my date of birth. They were updating the records. Well, if you are Blue Cross Blue Shield and that is your actual company, shouldn't they already have your date of birth? I mean, really, that would be a question you'd say. And I'm like, I'm not giving that to you over the phone. You should know it. Hang up. So I told her to get her card out of her wallet because she did have Blue Cross Blue Shield, looked and call the number on the back of the card and ask them if they're asking and calling people. And she did. And she said, nope, they are not. It was a scam. So again, see, these scammers know to pick Blue Cross Blue Shield because that's, that's a pretty common insurance company for most people. Same thing when they call, they say they're with Chase Bank because that's a huge bank. A lot of people go there. They know what's common around here, and
Sure.
And of course, we're in prime scam season because my God, with all the Christmas presents and everything and all the FedEx and the UPS and your packages aren't being delivered. They need more information and all the scams and click here and click there and call here. You just got to be on high alert.
We lost your age. Shouldn't you have my age on record already? Well, didn't you hear about the fire? We lost it in the fire.
You did? You lost it in the fire?
Yeah, you didn't hear about the fire?
Yeah. So, no, there's no fire, and don't give out anything ever. I don't care what they say. They always we just need this one piece of information. No, you don't. So it's just always, you have to confirm it yourself. You got to not give out the information, hang up, and get your card out and call. And what if you didn't even have Blue Cross Blue Shield? We automatically know then it's a scam.
Right.
And this Amazon stuff, too, is just insane lately. People are getting in a PayPal. Something's been charged to your Amazon account, your PayPal account, nonstop. Well, then just go to your own Amazon account and look it up. Go to your own PayPal account, look it up. Don't believe these people. So Steve Burness, he is a regular twice a year. He comes on, usually in the summer and the winter, and he likes to come in December because he's kind of like a little Santa. He always brings us some good gifts here to give away.
Few gifts there.
Yeah. And one of the biggest things he just sent out recently was the Beware of the 12 Scams of Christmas.
Yes.
So I'm going to have Steve Burness. He's the president and CEO of the Better Business Bureau downtown Chicago. Why don't we start talking about areas? Number one, Amazon imposters.
Thanks again for having me today.
Yeah.
Greatly appreciate it. It's always fun to come down to downtown Elgin. Wish it a little warmer today, though.
Yep.
Number one scam for us during the holidays is Amazon imposters, what we just talked about. But Amazon, obviously, everybody's buying online now.
Yep.
Most
Even
people
me.
are.
Even you?
I ordered some things from Amazon this weekend. I never do that. Yeah. It sure was nicer than going shopping. I would watch football while I was doing it.
It's so much convenience. Much convenient. But again, as Cherie said, is people calling you up out of the blue saying something's wrong with your account, or renewal notice is wrong, or you need to update your information. That's the tip off to the rip off. As Cherie said, contact them directly. Go to your own account, your website, their website directly. Anybody asks you for information out of the blue, that's a warning sign. And we keep saying that no matter, as Cherie said, no matter what the caller ID says. I wish the FCC would fix that caller ID issue. Allowing these companies or scammers to spoof. It's just amazing. Technology today, they can't stop it yet or haven't prohibited it yet. So number two on our list is misleading social media ads. We're seeing a lot of problems when you're looking for a product and all of a sudden a week later, you'll see that product reappear hours later on the side rail because the marketings are targeting you. They're putting cookies on your computer. So you see this too good to be true offer. You click on it. You don't know who it is. You click on it and you end up not getting it or getting an inferior product or a counterfeit product, much more different than the one that was advertised. It seems like those ads that appear on the side, you don't know who they are.
Right.
So you got to do your homework. You got to check them out.
I almost called you yesterday. I had a senior, he's moving from Elgin to California, and he wanted to have his car towed out there.
Sure.
Yeah, like a cargo, and it was called Quick, Q-U-I-K, M-U-V, 2024.com. Okay. Oh, it was a real good deal, though. It was only $800 versus everybody else he called was $1,400.
Right.
So there you got to worry, because why is it half price? This is your car.
Right, exactly.
Do you want it to get there?
Right.
It's scary.
But it was a .com.
We looked it up, but when I looked up, I Googled the phone number, and it came back to two different other companies. I looked on Better Business Bureau.
Did you have anything?
No, nothing was there either. And then I looked under Yelp, and then I also put in the name of the company, and then you put the word scam after it, and a few people wrote on it. It was Thornbush, Salesforce.com, where you can complain on there too. Maybe there was 8 people, only about 3 or 4 of them said it was really bad. So I'm like, I don't know. I told the guy, I said, it sounds too good to be true a little bit, and I don't like that this phone number goes to 2 other companies as well. Where are they out of? What do you?
That's my biggest frustration in my career. It really is consumers not checking out companies ahead of time. They can do all this legwork themselves. And look, if something's fishy or something's red flags like that, just go to someone else. I mean, it's easy
and
as
that's what I told him. I said, you obviously know something's wrong because you're calling me too.
Exactly.
And then this is my thing. I love it. So I spent like an hour. I'm like helping him trying to look up different things. And, like I said, Yelp and Better Business Bureau and looking at all the sites and look. I said, I would advise not. I said, if it costs $1,400 with somebody else, maybe you should just do it, though, because then you want your car to get there.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing your homework on the company is so critical. People spend all the time after they've been scammed, and then they realize something is wrong.
Yep.
Well, you should have spent all that time. You wouldn't have wasted your money or lost your money. In a situation like that. So contact the Better Business Bureau, the websites, look at the companies, look at the offer, put the phone number in Google. There's so many things you can do today that you couldn't do 20 years ago.
I know.
And now it seems like the scams are increasing because people aren't doing it. And it's so frustration. We all have it on our phones or our keyboards. We don't do the work.
He said, one of my friends said, yeah, it would be bad if you lost $800 or something, whatever, but this is your car.
Right, exactly.
What if it doesn't get there?
Right.
How do you find it and track it?
Right.
And, it's not funny. You're just like, this is serious, so you better be really careful and try to. I even said, well, what about your realtor? Sometimes you would think realtors would know some cargo companies that obviously he isn't the first one that has to have a car shipped to another state. Do homework with them too.
Right, exactly. Yep.
If you have any questions for Steve Burness today, you can give us a call at 847-931-1410. Didn't give up the number a little while ago. It's 847-931-1410. We also have the Image 360 information line, 505-926-1410. And I'll be tracking the YouTube comments as well. Kathy Bilski says, good morning.
Hi, Kathy.
And Merry Christmas to Cherie, Mark, and Steve. Have you had any... Can I do one real fast, Cherie?
No, I love it.
Has the Better Business Bureau gotten any many complaints? I mean, like from Marquee Sports Network, by chance?
I can't. Off the top of my head, I don't know.
Because I canceled, because I subscribed to Marquee during the Chicago Cubs season.
Sure.
And then I cancel it right when the season's over. Because I don't watch Marquee other than when the Cubs are on.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's $19.99 a month now for Marquee. And so I canceled on October the 2nd, but I was getting automatic billing from my credit card every month. So it billed me again October the 3rd, November the 3rd, December the 3rd.
Wow.
For $19.99. I try to call Marquee. There's no phone number.
Oh, no.
From Marquee. So the only way you can register a complaint or anything is to send them an email to a customer service representative, and they will respond to you.
Yeah.
And I did that, and it said, well, our customer service hours are 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. or something. This was before 2 in the afternoon where I sent this email. They did respond. They said, yes, you've canceled. Because I said, I want to make sure that I've canceled correctly, and can I get a refund for my money?
Yeah, the 3 months.
Their only response was, yes, you have canceled. I said, well, what about the refund? Well, we don't issue refunds or something like that.
You know what? I would dispute it with my credit card.
I am. So that's what
Absolutely, I would.
they're proceeding with it now.
Good.
To try to get the three $19.99 charges canceled.
$60.
But I know.
But it's still running. Can you still see it on the TV? Can you still get it?
No, I can't.
So they canceled that, but keep.
Yeah. I did cancel it. October 2nd. So, yeah.
Wow.
You could file it with us as well, but your credit card company, as Cherie said, is your safe thing. But the credit cards companies sometimes don't allow those refunds like they used to. They really do their homework, and they kind of side with the company sometimes. So,
but that's not right.
Yeah.
it's not right, but every credit cards company is different.
Okay, now Netflix was automatic bill on mine.
Yeah.
And we canceled Netflix. And so I went to my account online to Netflix, typed in my username, my password, and canceled. And I have not seen any charges on my Discover card since I did that. So at least they were on the up and up.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know how much the Better Business Bureau was involved with things like that. But I know when you subscribe a lot, and then it's hard to cancel, obviously.
Yes.
But now they're supposed to be, especially if you subscribe to like a free trial.
Yeah.
Now I hear there's some new law or something that's requiring the company that I think if your trial is over 15 days long, they are required to let you know 3 days before your free trial is about to end. So they at least are going to remind you, because so many people just forget.
Forget about it,
right?
Sometimes it recurs. It goes for another year. Sometimes they have those policies. The FTC just issued some new rulings on that coming up.
Because see, now you're going to dispute it, and then come April, you're going to want to get back on it, right?
Yeah.
Then you're going to have to use a different credit card.
Probably so. All right. Anyway,
Oh, God.
that's my story
All right,
today.
well, now we got to look into that, Steve.
I'll look into that for you.
Look into
Yeah,
that and
that's
get
right.
back to us about Marquee and see if there's anybody else complaining.
There you go.
Okay.
AI scams number 3 on our list. Using technology, scammers really create videos of celebrities. They actually even create fake products now. So you can go on AI and create an unknown product, and it will do it for you and make an ad for you as well.
Oh, my
It's
God.
just sad to see what AI is doing and what it's turning
So,
into.
yeah, it was like they had celebrities doing these diet drugs,
Oh, yeah.
weren't they?
Yep,
Like
diet
Kelly
drugs.
Clarkson and some other people. I
Then
think they were using
the
them.
Bitcoins. They said, "Oh, I made money in Bitcoin investments," and
And it's not even,
It's not them.
it's not the celebrity, and you think it really is.
Yep, they can make the mouths move almost similar. It's a little bit off, but you can see a little differently. But they're just using AI for all sorts of scams in any way. And now creating their own products. You can go on AI and create a fake product. And it'll create a fake product and create an ad for you and some description of the fake product. And people are just so gullible on that situation. You got to really, check out this information as well. Make sure, go to that celebrity's website, celebrity's Facebook page, see if they are endorsing that particular product and or service.
Well, you would think that the celebrity would almost sue them.
They try.
Yeah.
Oprah tried how many times to sue? Try to find these people. They're offshore somewhere. They're in another country. They're not here.
Yeah,
They're not...
using my face, my name.
Yeah, and there was a reporter I remember in New York who changed the AI to call his mom to get his Social Security number, and she gave it to the fake.
I remember
the
that.
fake AI. It was such a big story because the reporters just couldn't believe his mom did it. He said it sounded just like him. So you got to be very careful.
Yeah,
that's why
they could use that now for the grandparent scam,
Right.
Using grandkids'
Exactly.
voices.
So we always say you have a safe word in your family.
There you go.
That only you know and your
Grandkids know.
Grandkids know. So if there is in trouble, use that word, and that's the only way you can protect yourself from these AI scams. It's getting out of hand. Number 4 on the list is social media gift exchanges. We've seen the secret sister ones. We see now there's secret Santa dog, where you buy $10 for your dog, a gift, and then you'll get others in return for your dog. Those are pyramid schemes, and postal regulations are obviously prohibited and not lawful. So anybody ask you to give one gift and you'll get others in return, that's a pyramid scheme. And please don't do it at all, whatever it is.
Sisters, yeah, I remember that sister one, the secret sister.
And there's a wine one. Last year we saw one. We haven't seen that one this
So
year.
you buy
yet.
one bottle, send it to somebody, and then 20 other people are supposed to send it to you,
Right,
and then those never show up.
They'll never show up. No, exactly.
Nice.
And your name is everywhere else.
That's
right?
nice.
So it's never sharing personal information with anybody. That's the key, in any way. Number 5 on our list is holiday apps. So you got to be careful, especially for parents who let their children, play around with these apps. Talking to Santa, talking to, watching him and things of that nature. You got to be very careful. You got to review those privacy policies, excuse me, to see what information is being collected. And sometimes when there's free apps, sometimes they contain more advertising, so they really target the kids that are using it. So, and sometimes free apps have malware. So you got to read the reviews as well, not just clicking on any app because it's Santa or holiday related, because it could end up costing you money or working on your privacy issues. Fake text number 6, you've been hacked. So you get those tons of reports. We talked about it last time, Cherie, about these fake text emails claiming your account has been compromised in some way. So using text a lot more. It seems to be more personable. People
They answer quicker.
text. Yeah, they do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Emails, you may get it once a day or once a week.
Yeah, when you
and
get to it. But yeah, when it's Amazon, PayPal, Netflix, they love texting.
the texting. So if somebody texts you out of the blue, something's wrong with your account, don't believe them.
No.
Go to that website directly or contact that company. You'll see it's not them. They want you to do something in 30 minutes. The 30-minute rule always applies. If they want you to do something, the only thing you should do in 30 minutes is buy pizza.
Right.
That's it. The rest is check them out and make sure that you don't give them information, especially if it's unsolicited.
Right now, it's the FedEx and the UPS, USPS, FedEx. And,
Anybody.
Especially now, there's gifts. Got to verify your address.
Right.
It's not the
It's
right
being held
address.
up.
It's being held up.
Right, yeah.
Nobody is texting you.
Right.
And that's all scams.
Exactly. And be careful. Number 7 on our list is free gift cards. Free is the key word here. scammers always take advantage of this weakness by saying if you offer something free, people will fill out information, giving out personal information. And sometimes they ask for their dogs' names or personal things because sometimes dogs' names are used in terms of passwords. So, or they're trying to steal your identity. They just need enough information on you. So anybody coming out of blue saying it's free gift card, we talked about it earlier, nothing is free today. There's always a cost to it, or there's a way that the scammers are going to try to take advantage of the situation. And he can put you on a spam or email list, and you'll get spam and junk mail for the rest of your life.
You have to look at these also, and I try to share this with the seniors when they email me or they'll forward it to me because I always say, well, let me look at it, forward it, let me see. And then, of course, you just scan over, put the mouse over the address of the sender. It might say, it says PayPal, but then when you look at that, at johnsmith@gmail.com,
Right.
that's not PayPal, or same thing with Amazon. Just always, that takes 2 seconds just to kind of hover over and check that, because right there is your answer.
Exactly. People don't know how to do that. It's hard to do. You can't do it on a phone, though. So that's the trouble. You can only do it on a mouse on your keyboard. So be very, very careful. If you think it's not legit, call the company itself. Don't click on those links and don't fall for those offers. Number 8 on our list is temporary holiday jobs. We see it all the time, but this year what they're doing is saying, yes, Cherie, you've been hired. We need your Social Security number. So they create these fake holiday jobs, and you don't even do any research. You want to work from home or you want to work at a local store. It can be a legitimate store's name they're using, but they're asking for information that they need as an employer, but unfortunately they're scammers.
And you're thinking that's legit because, you're probably going to need my social to work there.
And we need your account number, Cherie, to put your payroll in. Okay, my account number is. So they're asking all the other things that can steal your information. So
and there's no job.
There's no job. And they tell you there's a job, so you believe them. Number 9 is lookalike websites. I can't tell you how great these websites look, like the counterfeit ones. They may be a character off in the URL. They look like the original one because they copy and paste. So the technology today, especially AI.
The logos, it's not hard.
Oh, yeah, it's not hard to do. And AI can create a website in minutes for you.
Of course.
And it can do everything for you. So be careful on that. Lookalike, make sure you look at the URL. That's so important. It could be 1 or 2 characters off instead of, XYZ company. It could be ABC XYZ company. You don't even see that extra character in there. So be careful.
One letter, one concept.
One character. That's all it could take. Number 10, we just talked about this a little while ago, package delivery. So
Go ahead, Mark.
Oh, I was just going to say we got to take a half-hour break here.
Didn't even notice it's open.
Yeah.
Yes.
half-hour break.
Yeah, it's flying by.
It just goes by.
So it's a bottom of the hour break. We're going to check a little news, and then we'll come back with the rest of the scams and your phone calls and some trivia. More of Steve Burness with the Chicago and Northern Illinois Better Business Bureau at Cherie's Senior Showcase, continuing on this Tuesday on WRMN. Stay tuned.
This is WRMN News.
Hello, I'm Dennis Green. Madison, Wisconsin police are investigating a motive for a shooting at Abundant Life Christian School yesterday morning. A teacher and a student were killed and 6 others were hurt. The shooter has been identified as 15-year-old Natalie Rupnow, who went by Samantha. News Nation's Mills Hayes is in Madison.
One reporter asked if this was a similar situation to the Ethan Crumbley situation from Michigan. The police chief said no, that the parents had been cooperating and they had also didn't even need to execute a search warrant at the house because the parents allowed the police to come in and search their home. And then as of 9 o'clock last night, they were still investigating and interviewing the father of the suspect. Now, we don't know if that's done yet. The police chief himself was actually a former teacher, and he says he never wanted to get up there in front of the cameras and have to speak about a school shooting in his community.
2 people are in critical condition. The House Intelligence Committee is meeting today for a classified briefing about mystery drones flying over the East Coast. New Jersey Republican Chris Smith says law enforcement and military members in his district have seen the drones do strange things. In some cases, the drone followed Coast Guard boats.
Many law enforcement people have seen it. They've seen it in a way that suggests formations that are coming off the ocean into the land. And even with the Coast Guard, I spoke to one of the commanders who said one of our 47-foot rescue boats, right on its stern, were between 12 and 30 drones following close proximity to that. I mean, they had no idea who they were.
The Pentagon is also expected to take questions. For WRMN News, I'm Dennis Green.
WRMN News, produced. Produced in Studio 14 by the River Media Network.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Image 360 South Elgin is your ultimate destination for custom signs and visual communication solutions. Looking to rebrand your office interior? Need striking vehicle wraps or decals for your fleet? Or perhaps you're in the market for a standout trade show display. At Image 360 South Elgin, they've got you covered. As your full-service custom sign and graphics partner, they deliver bold solutions and exceptional support. From outdoor signage to eye-catching store signs, indoor graphics to comprehensive branding solutions, they have the experience to elevate your brand's presence. Trust Image 360 to create a long-term partnership that gives your brand 360 degrees of exposure. Visit them at 506 Sundown Road in South Elgin. Image 360 South Elgin. Bold solutions, exceptional support.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Today, cloudy with a high near 38, falling to around 36 in the afternoon. Tonight, snow likely after midnight, cloudy with a low around 30. A strong chance of precipitation with new snow accumulation of less than 1 inch possible. Currently, it is 34 degrees and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
If you've been putting off holiday shopping, you're not alone. But the holidays are next week, so it's time to kick things into high gear. Macy's Holiday Countdown Sale is here to make last-minute shopping easy with great deals on top gifts like cozy hat, scarf, and glove sets from Coach, Kate Spade, and more for $49.99. Boxed up and ready to give. Easy. So if you haven't gotten to everyone on your list yet, don't be too hard on yourself, but do shop Macy's ASAP. These deals end Thursday. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
.34 at Cherie's Senior Showcase today. Continuing here at WRMN, we're talking about Christmas scams. We have Steve Burness in today, and we're trying to make sure you don't get scammed at Christmas time. And we're going to give away a couple of prizes this half hour, too.
Yep.
Welcome back, Cherie.
Thanks. Okay, so we left off at number 10.
So number 11 is porch
11?
pirates.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically where they follow the Amazon trucks or UPS trucks and they steal from your porch. And it's really, if you need it delivered and you're not home, have it gone to your neighbor's house or go to a locker. A lot of these services have lockers, and it's so much easier. It's just amazing people today to continue to have it sit there all day, and sometimes these scammers, especially in the city.
Now, too, with Christmas, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like every other house that it's there.
I do see a lot of times I follow the Nextdoor app.
Oh, sure.
Okay, yeah, or even on Facebook, and people are posting things that they got packages delivered to their house. It isn't even theirs.
Right, yeah.
And then they're like, well, it's on my step. It's not mine. I don't even understand why there's so much of that.
I don't remember.
So much wrong
our
delivery.
neighbor delivered us a package the other day that was supposed to be for us, but delivered to the neighbor's house.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't understand. That just seems huge happening, like a lot right now. So
I don't know why they don't fix that either.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Even if you have like the Ring door camera or whatever, and someone is a porch pirate, it's a pain to try to catch people like that, right? I mean, it's
what are you going to do?
They wave at the camera, so they take the thing,
Right.
And so what can they do?
Oh,
it's terrible what they do. So have it delivered to somewhere else or do it when you're home. It's so much easier to go to a locker as well. Number 12 is puppy scams. We talked about this quite often. We talked about this last year. Really, it's 80% of the sponsored pet advertisements most likely are fake online. I've seen it. I know, Cherie, you've seen it as well. It's make sure you see the pet in person before making purchase. They'll give you any type of excuse, or the dog needs veterinarian care, or we need a bigger crate. They're sick. They need to take a hospital. And since you're already giving them money, they're going to keep taking more from you. And the only way you're going to realize it's a scam when you run out of money.
Or they don't even have the dog.
They don't have the dog.
No, there is no dog. Or they'll just show you a picture of some puppy or something, and you think it's real. It's not.
Last year, someone was sitting on their porch waiting for them, and they said it'd be there at noon by special delivery.
Oh, okay. I was just telling you 2 years ago when I had to put my little Longetta down, and I was looking for another one, and I couldn't believe how many people were like, Giselle, Venmo me the money. I said, I haven't seen the dog. Well, I got to go to work. I'll show it when I get home. No. No. And then I ended up, there was, I did go on a different site, on the AKC site, and even that lady, she was in her 60s, and she had 5 little Pekingeses. I wanted a Pekingese, and she was in Ohio.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm not going to give you any money.
Right.
I'm not putting one dime down on that dog. I said, I see the pictures. I'm believing you. She's like a nurse. I believe. Okay. I looked it all up. See, boy, I was looking up her name. I looked up she owned the house that she gave me the address of where it was. I was doing all this background.
Right. That's what you should do.
But we drove 6 hours to get the dog, and I didn't pay anything up front.
Right.
I'm not. I don't trust people enough. And if it's my loss if I drove up to Ohio, but I'm still not giving you the money first.
Right. When you pay up front, they take the money and run. If you use a cash app as opposed to a credit card, there's no protection like you have. Everybody thinks you have the same protection. You don't. If you willingly give money to somebody, whether a scammer or not, you willingly give it to them, they're going to say, you authorized the payment. There's nothing we can do as opposed to your credit card. So always use your credit card, but meet the dog in person. Like Cherie said, there's a lot of animal shelters around
Tons of shelters, that
are great shelters that can provide you
I was going to do that, and the dog, it was a Pekin Chin rescue, but the little one was in Minnesota, and they told me I lived too far.
So they
wouldn't let me see that one, so whatever.
That's too bad. But yeah, puppy scams are big around this time of the year, and people wait to the last minute to buy puppies.
The rescues are different. I mean, they're, that's different. We're talking about just general ads on Facebook.
Who ask for money without seeing the dog.
Exactly.
And you can't meet them. You can't do anything. There's always a reason why. They got to go to work, like you said. Or they're busy.
It's all lies.
And it's all lies. But they give this great offer that if you pass up, you got to pay us now. Otherwise, we're gonna leave the dog.
Dog will be gone. Yeah. Well, there's no dog.
There is no dog. So that's the only thing you want to hear. Yeah.
Dog on it.
Dog on it.
Then, oh, you're so funny. There's also a naughty list that you had put out, Steve, and one of them on there was these fake toll collection texts. One just came out again the other day.
Right.
I think it hit Elgin again because I got it too. There was tons of people in this area got the fake toll that you owe $4.49 and you need to click this link.
Or something's going to happen to your account, or you have to pay huge fines. Again, that 30-minute rule, they want you to do something quickly without thinking about it. That's usually the tip-off to the rip-off. So if somebody will ask you, money, okay, go check that out through their website.
You have an account.
Yeah.
You have an account with Illinois Toll. So go on your account, look it up, and see if there is anything outstanding, or there's phone numbers there to call.
Give a call. Right, exactly. They'll help you. They want to protect you, but consumers do it after.
Right.
So even if you have a bill collecting saying you owe $1,000, well, prove it. Send me what I owe.
Yep.
And sometimes people don't do that.
If you receive the text, you don't click the link.
Right.
You just need to call them, verify it before you're going to send any money. Another one is right now, too, people are wanting to give to charities. So there's tons of fake charities for you, too. So, again, how are we checking those out?
Yeah, check out the charities itself. We own give.org. That's our website.
Give.org.
Give.org is our website.
GIVE.org.
Or the BBB website. You can connect you to those charities as well. But we also do a listing of charities that do meet our standards. So if you do want to give during the holiday season as well. But a lot of, Cherie said, there's a lot of fake charities or people calling you out of the blue to telemarketers saying, we got this great charity to support and we want your money. You gave to us last year. Even police departments. I think years ago we had a problem in Elgin where they said they're calling from the police department. They're not. In April, I live in April, I had the same thing not too long ago. Again, they changed the caller ID to spoof it. But nobody calls you out of the blue, saying you got to donate quickly to a charity.
No.
A legitimate charity will want your money today, tomorrow, next year, 10 years from now. A scammer wants your money now. And they'll do everything to separate you from your money, and they want your credit card.
Yeah, and when I worked at Elgin Police, too, we always, people would call and they want to give money to the police, and then, they'd have somebody call. Well, then they also, if it was you gave them $20, maybe Elgin Police only got $1 of it. So we always told them, if you want to give to the Elgin Police or you want to give to Elgin Fire, you would bring it down to the station, and we would give it to the, their union, and then they put it into that. So they would get 100% of it. Plus, it got there.
Yeah, right. Telemarketers get 90 cents on a dollar normally, so people don't realize that when they donate to a charity or a great cause that the telemarketer may have that agreement with that charity to only make, 10 cents on a dollar, and it's really disheartening. So do research, give.org, other websites that do charity review, see where the money's going, how much is going to administration. There's certain standards we, give to charities to make sure that they adhere to before giving them the BBB seal. And
then the last one on the naughty list was Advent calendars.
Yeah, there's so many things online with those calendars. For even with the candy behind it or whatever it is, there's fake companies. I was saying they have these great calendars. They don't have it. So just be very careful. Don't just scam for everything, Cherie. We know. People don't think that you can do a scam for advent calendars. Well, I can tell you.
A puppy advent calendar. There's a little treat behind each number. That's a scam.
Right, exactly. So just check out the offer with the Better Business Bureau, other sources. Do the work ahead of time instead of after, because it's hard sometimes to get the money back for consumers. We do, but if the company's offshore, they're not going to care and they're not going to give the money back.
Let's do one more before we do our trivia, too. So with winter coming, fraudsters are turning up the heat as the winter begins. So there's ads and people wanting to help you clean off your roof, your gutters, shovel, and plow. What should they do first before hiring these companies?
Well, obviously, you don't want to do a business with somebody who just walks up to your door because you got to do your homework and research. It could be a good company. There's great companies in Elgin that do door-to-door, I'm sure, but you got to do research. Somebody comes up front or comes to your house, asks for cash up front. That's the tip-off to the rip-off, especially asking for cash. Just checking the companies out. So if somebody comes to your house, you still, okay, I need 2 other bids, just like in everything else.
Right.
And if it's half, like you said, the other person that drive, something's usually fishy and wrong, and there's got to be a reason behind it. So that's how you find out, by doing your homework.
Yeah, and ask references and ask other people, ask your neighbors, who they use. Because sometimes you'll even get a better deal if you got 3 or 4 neighbors in the neighborhood or in the circle or subdivision there. Then since they're already there, you might get a little cheaper. And one last thing, though, also the utilities company saying that your bills are past due.
Yeah, the utility company doesn't call up and demand payment, that you owe money, or we're going to turn your electricity off or gas off, whatever it may be. They use their name. That's not ComEd. It's not Nicor Gas. It's a scammer using those names. Anybody telling you got to do something quickly or pay in Bitcoin, that's the tip-off to the rip-off. They don't do that. And especially if they come to your house and knock on your door, you don't let them in. Call the utility company, see if they're there, or say, let me call the police department, and you see how fast they run away from your place. Don't let them in your house because people have
Wait on the porch.
houses.
I'm going to go call the police. They're just going to come check your ID.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's so important. It's not the utility companies doing it. It's scammers. They just have a vest on and a clipboard, and it looks like they're...
You can buy that on Amazon.
You can buy that on Amazon. Marcus is looking for that right now.
The orange vest that says, not a scammer.
Not a scammer.
I promise.
I promise. You got my word.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so we're going to stop here because Steve brought 2 gift cards. They're $50 MasterCards.
Nice.
2 of them.
Yeah.
So we're going to give 2 away today. So
Okay.
we have our first trivia question.
So the number to call if you want to try to get a gift card today, just in time for the holiday season. We think it's legit because it's been brought by the president.
We think it's legit.
It's been brought by the
not a fake
president
gift card.
of the Better Business Bureau.
The Better Business Bureau. It's 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. And let's see, I have a Christmas question, and then I'll have a question that involves money, since we're talking about scams today. First, the Christmas question. Only with special permission were these 9 Elgin businessmen allowed to give 41 needy children these as Christmas gifts on Sunday, December the 18th, 1966. What were these Christmas gifts given to 41 needy children? Were they A, free trips to Santa's Village, B, free fire truck rides with Santa Claus, C, free haircuts, or D, free after-hours shopping spree at several stores in downtown Elgin? 847-931-1410. The lines are loaded. Let's see.
Do you have my...
Can't hear? Okay. Well, I'll have a hard time reaching back there to...
Is this?
No.
Okay. I don't know, Mark.
You'll have to turn up your volume, and it's back there. It's number 2.
Oh, that one works?
It's 9:46 on Cherie Senior Showcase. Let's
Okay. A little technical.
roll the dice.
There we go. That works.
Okay. And the first roll of the dice is a 6, which is a do-over. Second roll of the dice is a 3. That means good old Bob
Okay, Bob.
gets the first shot at this one today. Hey, Bob, welcome to Cherie Senior Showcase.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one.
Yeah. Only with special permission were these 9 Elgin businessmen allowed to give 41 needy children these as Christmas gifts. What were they? Free trips to Santa's Village, free fire truck rides with Santa, free haircuts, or free after-hours shopping spree at several stores in downtown Elgin?
I'll go with number 2.
Number 2, which is free fire truck rides with Santa Claus. Survey says...
That was a terrible guess.
That was my guess, too, so don't feel bad.
Thanks, Bob. All right, Bob. Comes up empty, but we have 3 others on the line. We have Raging Richard and Westside Freddy, an unknown caller. 1 line open right now. We're going to give away 2 gifts. It's a 4. A 4 brings it back to a 1, which means Raging Richard gets a shot. Hey, Richard, good morning.
Good morning. How are you all doing today?
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
okay. How about you?
Well, I woke up this morning. That's a good start.
Okay.
Now, if you could just finish by still being awake at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. Yeah.
Well, what do you think, Richard?
Number 1.
Free trips to Santa's Village, says Raging Richard. Survey says... not a bad guess, but not a right guess.
Okay.
Thanks, Raging Richard. All right, he goes down. So we have another caller that's called in now. We have Westside Freddy on 1 and 2 unknown callers on 2 and 3. It's a 1. Westside Freddy gets a chance at this one now. Hey, Westside, good morning.
Good morning, Cherie and
Hi.
Steve.
Hi.
Mark, good show so far today, guys.
Thanks, buddy.
Lively radio.
Pretty good timing on the roll
go ahead.
on the roll of the dice for you because you only get 2 choices now.
Yeah. Well, I already knew it. What?
You did?
Who doesn't love a shopping spree?
A shopping spree at several stores in downtown Elgin. Survey says...
No.
That is not the correct answer.
Uh-oh.
Well, you won it, whoever that is.
Yeah. Next one.
All right, thanks, Westside.
Automatic winner.
You can call back in a minute because we're going to do 2, right?
Yeah. You gonna? Who's the next one?
Yeah, well,
This one?
let's see. The roll of the dice will determine whether this is who the winner of this one's going to be. Northwest West has jumped in on 1. We got Dennis D. Not So Young on line 2 now.
Okay.
And then we have unknown callers on 3 and 4.
Okay.
It's a 2, which is Dennis D. Not So Young.
Dennis.
Congratulations, Dennis. Do you know the answer?
Well, it's the only one that's left.
Free haircuts is the answer.
Wow.
And Dennis D. Not So Young is the winner.
Got a $50. $50 to spend on Kim.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you buy Kim her present yet?
I'm not going to buy Kim nothing.
It's for Dennis D. Not So Young.
Oh, dang.
All right, Dennis, thanks, man. I'll set aside the card for you, all right?
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right, take care.
Bye.
All right, Dennis is the winner. He jumped in at the last minute.
And won $50.
And he won, yeah. So now we have 3 callers on the line for our second prize.
Okay, another $50 from Steve Burness, Better Business Bureau.
Another 50 callers. All the lines are taken. 847-931-1410. Northwest West and 3 unknown callers are next. And the question this time around is, in 1947, Elgin student Morton Jaffe found a wallet in an out-of-town washroom. Inside the wallet was $10. He contacted the wallet's owner and returned it intact. Way to go, Morton. Days later, a woman approached Jaffe and handed him this. What was it? A $10 reward, B, a $25 reward, C, his own lost wallet, or D, an issue of Boy's Life inside which his deed was mentioned. 847-931-1410. We roll the dice here. 5 is a do-over. 3 is this unknown caller. Good morning. Welcome to Cherie Senior Showcase.
Hey, it's before my time, but let me guess number 2.
Number 2, $25 reward. $25 reward. Survey says...
These are tough today.
Yeah.
They are. Thanks for trying.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. 3 more on the line. Northwest West and 2 unknowns. It's a 5. 5 is a 2. And good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Is that me?
It is. Who's this?
Mary.
Hey, Mary.
Oh, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
It's Mary. Hello. I'm going to say, how long after the... I hate to have you do this. Will you read that question one more time? I was dialing at you as you did it, and it's...
Yeah. In 1947, Morton Jaffe found a wallet in an out-of-town washroom. had $10 in it. He contacted the wallet's owner and returned it intact. Then days later, a woman walked up to Jaffe and handed him this. What was it? The answers remaining are a $10 reward, his own lost wallet, or an issue of boy's life, inside which his deed was mentioned.
I'm going to say a $10 bill.
A $10 reward. Survey says.
Oh,
no, that's wrong.
It is a tough crowd. Wow.
Thanks, Mary.
Tough today.
I would have probably guessed that one, too. All right, so 3 on the line. Wes and 2 unknowns. Wes and 2 unknowns. It's a 1. Northwest West gets a shot at it. Good morning, Northwest West.
How are you guys?
Good.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well, thanks for asking. So my original answer was going to be D, so I'm going to stick with it because Mark always tells me, think long, think wrong.
It's true. Well, it's in pool. In trivia, I don't know. Maybe it's true in trivia, too. An issue of boy's life. Survey says.
Ooh, man.
The automatic winner again.
Yeah, but we have.
Nice caller.
Again, it's going to come down to the roll of the dice.
Okay.
Thanks you, Wes.
Wow.
All right, take care, guys.
Take care, man.
4 calls on each one.
We got 2 unknown callers with a chance to win here. Let's see. Okay, a 4 means it's the second unknown caller.
Okay.
Good morning. Welcome to the show. Who's this?
Good morning, downtown Jose. How you doing, Cherie? Steve,
He's back. Well, you won.
You won, Jose.
Yeah.
Good. I got to buy Susan something now.
At least he's going to buy his girlfriend something. Unlike Dennis.
Yeah, I got to. Yeah, I got to. That's my girl.
Okay.
It was actually his own wallet.
His own wallet.
He had also lost a wallet, and someone returned the wallet to him. How about that?
All the questions were good. All the answers were good. It's just, roll of the dice.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, Jose, thanks, man. We'll set it aside for you, okay?
All right, good morning, First Sisters, and happy holidays, and be safe, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow, an active trivia contest today.
Yes, it was.
Wow, mean.
I would have never guessed that one.
No, I don't think I would have either.
No.
Obviously, everybody thought that, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now we've got about 4 minutes left in the show after all of that.
Oh, my goodness.
What
I'm
can we,
surprised.
where can we go from here?
I don't know.
We can only go up from here.
I also want to mention that Elgin Township Triad, I told you what we're going to have, what we're doing in February, but in March, and the date on that, should have looked this up, it's always going to be the third Thursday. So in March of next year would be March 20th? Is that right? March 20th.
Okay.
We are going to host a big event down at the center of Elgin. And from 9 until 10, we're going to have all the Triad members have vendor tables. So there'll probably be about 20 vendor tables, maybe 40, because they share a table. So about 40 vendors
Okay.
from Triad, all Triad members only. And then we are going to have Steve Burness back.
I'm back.
What?
He's going to
Again?
come back. And he is
Yeah?
going to do a 1-hour presentation from 10 to 11 and talk about some scams. But I also wanted him to, we're going to have it on the big screen of how do you look it up? You know, let's show us, demo it, of how do you look up companies so that when he says that, look it up on better, how, click where, do what, blah, blah. Have him do a little demo on that. So, and then also how to report scams on the Better Business Bureau site.
Okay.
So he probably will have somebody do that for him. Right?
I'll have to do that for me.
But yeah, I think that'll be a good show for an hour,
It
10
will
to
be.
11. And then from 11 to 12, we're going to have the Elgin Police come, and they're going to bring 2 of their dogs. I don't know how to say this officer's name. I think it's Nevavisco. He's going to bring Ace, and
Okay.
they're going to do like a little drug sniffing demo. And then, of course, Officer Craig Arnold is going to bring Chase and Chance.
They have lots of dogs now.
Is it Chase? Charm and Chance. Charm and Chance. They're going to come. Yeah. The
When you
therapy
mix
dogs.
charm and chance, you get chase.
You can. Charm and
Yeah.
Chance. There we go. So they're going to come and do a little presentation as well. And then, of course, free lunch from Cafe Roma.
The F.A. Roma comes through in the clutch again.
That's right. So that'll be a really, hopefully that'll be a nice, well-attended one. It holds 300 people over there, so more the merrier. I will advertise that obviously later because, again, that's in March.
Yeah.
So let's get through our February one, then we start taking reservations for the March one. Yeah,
All right.
so that's coming up.
We got about a minute and a half left.
Okay.
Any crazy last-minute Christmas tips, Steve
Yes.
Burness, while we have you here?
I'm just saying there's just so many scams out there. As Cherie said, to report it to our scam tracker at the BBB. That's important to make sure that you let us know about these scams, even if you don't fall for it, so we can warn others, let the authorities know, let the police know in that specific area.
Is that what you do? When people report it, you go on there and then you just type in what they said?
Yeah,
what
right
they
to the
called,
scam
phone
tracker.
numbers
And then
that
we
they
can
used?
search by URLs, do all that stuff, and I'll show that in March. But
Okay.
it's a very intuitive website where you can just put the website email address, and we tell you what other scams it's related to. But all the police departments and government officials have access to that database, the Centennial database that we put all of our data in. It's so important. But for the holidays, use your credit card. Never use, even if you have cash, use your safest protection.
Not debit.
Not debit. Because if they
Please
get into
credit.
your debit account, the bank will investigate it, but it can take 6 months. And they have to lock your money up then because they lock your account down at that particular point in time. Especially in the holidays, refunds and exchanges is a privilege, not a right. You have to ask that question ahead of time, not after you purchase, to realize it's only an in-store credit. So that's important during the holiday season as well.
Okay. And I'll let you know, Mark, what my next guest is later. Waiting on Sherman Hospital.
Sounds good. Good to see you again, Steve Burness. Thanks for coming
pleasure. Thank
coming
you so
in.
much.
Have a Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you guys. Cherie Asherman and Steve Burness at Cherie's Senior Showcase, wrapping up here in December. All right, stay tuned. Matt's going to have Out to Lunch next from 10 until 1. Talk time with Tammy later on this afternoon, 2 to 4. And then Sonar and Ben have a political talk show 4 until 6 and a Christmas story coming your way between 1 and 2 today. So keep it right here on WRMN. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. on the first shift.
We are AFGE, the American Federation of Government Employees. We represent 700,000 federal and D.C. government workers who are the vital threads of the fabric of American life. We support our nation's military. We take care of our nation's veterans. We protect our nation's borders. We respond to our nation's crises and natural disasters. We provide services to our nation's seniors. The American Federation of Government Employees. We work for America.
We are AFGE, the American Federation of Government Employees. We represent 700,000 federal and D.C. government workers who are the vital threads of the fabric of American life. We support our nation's military. We take care of our nation's veterans. We protect our nation's borders. We respond to our nation's crises and natural disasters. We provide services to our nation's seniors. The American Federation of Government Employees. We work for America.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 10 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Curdan. Brought to you by Verizon. An Elgin man, Ernesto Velasquez Jimenez, has been handed a 49-year prison sentence after being convicted of multiple charges involving sexual assault of a child. Following a trial in October, he was found guilty on 3 counts of predatory criminal sexual assault and 7 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse of a child. Urgent calls for donations and volunteers are being made following 2 devastating fires at a local homeless encampment. The most recent occurred on Thursday near the State and Wing Streets, where fire crews found 3 structures fully ablaze. Contributions can be made through Elgin Cooperative Ministries if you'd like to help out. Kane County's Toys for Tots program, under the leadership of Javier Martinez, has rallied the community to support children in need during the holiday season. This year, the initiative has successfully gathered enough donations to provide each child with 2 toys. Meanwhile, Wave LLC of Aurora has contributed several hundred bicycles to the cause. With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Curdan.
This holiday season, Straight Talk Wireless is letting you say yes a lot more with real unlimited data. Yes to sharing pics of the ugliest holiday sweaters. Yes to checking weather on the go for surprise sledding trips. And with a free phone at sign up, let the yes-tivities begin.
No way!
Yes way. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 1/5/25 while supplies last at participating stores. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store activation on select single-line plans. Limit of 2 phones per customer. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards that zero-turn lawnmower you've always wanted. And after using its edge-shaping technology to meticulously sculpt the face of the Mona Lisa into your grass, you'll become the undisputed king of Saturday morning lawn care, leaving your neighbor and sworn enemy Gary to question his place in the delicate neighborhood ecosystem. And it's It's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
From the pages of the Elgin newspapers of 100 years ago today, these are the headlines brought to you by the Elgin History Museum.
This is Alan Walters reporting the Elgin News from December 17th, 1924. In keeping with the annual custom, the Elgin High School Athletic Association will banquet the heavy and lightweight football lettermen this evening at the high school starting at 6 o'clock. Superintendent R.W. Fairchild and members of the Board of Education will be guests of honor at this evening's festivities. Others who have been especially invited to partake in the annual homage to Maroon football players include Principal W.L. Goebel and T.A. Larson, President of the High School Athletic Board. This evening's banquet will be prepared and served by the girls in the Domestic Science Department under the direction of Miss Cora E. Snodgrass. Preceding the banquet, members of the Maroon heavyweight team will gather in Coach Wilson's room to elect a captain to lead next year's 11. T.A. Larson will serve as the Toastmaster. Talks will be given by Captains Herbert Hill and Charles Cutter of the heavyweight and lightweight teams, respectively. Awarding major and minor E letters will also take place at this evening's meeting. 23 Maroon heavyweight players and 22 lightweight players will attend the banquet. In other front-page news, Mr. and Mrs. Swainty Lundgren, 114 North Channing Street, will observe their 55th wedding anniversary Christmas Day at their home. While no invitations have been issued for the celebration, Mr. and Mrs. Lundgren will be at home to their friends during the evening and afternoon.
Elgin 100 Years Ago is a presentation of the Elgin History Museum. Be sure to visit the museum located at 360 Park Street in Elgin, open Wednesday through Saturdays 11 to 4. You can also listen to Elgin 100 Years Ago at www.elginhistory.org.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Today, cloudy with a high near 38, falling to around 36 in the afternoon. Tonight, snow likely after midnight, cloudy with a low around 30. A strong chance of precipitation with new snow accumulation of less than 1 inch possible. Currently, it is 34 degrees and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
If you've been putting off holiday shopping, you're not alone. But the holidays are next week, so it's time to kick things into high gear. Macy's Holiday Countdown Sale is here to make last-minute shopping easy with great deals on top gifts like cozy hat, scarf, and glove sets from Coach, Kate Spade, and more for $49.99. Boxed up and ready to give. Easy. So if you haven't gotten to everyone on your list yet, don't be too hard on yourself, but do shop Macy's ASAP. These deals end Thursday. Savings off already reduced price.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime.